Hey guys, it's R. Malier here, and for the review today, I'm actually going to be reviewing a new application called Beluga. Beluga is a group messaging application for the iPhone. That seems to be the new trend right now, where you can have big conversations with your friends and not have to send out 100 different texts. People join groups, or in the case of Beluga, pods, and you can have big conversations. So this application was actually purchased by Facebook. So Facebook owns Beluga now, and they've added some pretty cool functionality. So you can see the first time I learned about it was when we were going to get the iPad 2. It was about a week ago that I got an invitation from a good friend of mine, Andrew Edwards, the editor-in-chief of GearLive.com. He invited me to go hang out with them, and basically he started this pod and named it iPad 2 and invited all his friends in. So we were going back and forth from different locations talking about what the lines were looking like, what the weather was like, all kinds of cool things. So if you can take a look down here in the bottom, I have what pods I'm currently in, and some of my friends that are using Beluga, some of the news that has pulled up. And again, this stuff is all feeding in from Facebook, guys. And if I wanted to go ahead and start my own pod, I just hit this plus sign up here. And I can basically add people via their email, their phone number. I can add multiple people, and if you don't have Beluga, you'll receive a text message, and you can still communicate via your standard text messaging app on your phone, and it's free, so there's no fees. So that's how you start your own pod. And then over here on the left, you got the configurations. And you can see where you can go in and you can actually mute your pods if you're busy and you don't want to keep getting notifications. You can put it on mute for a while and edit your profile and stuff like that. So that's what the settings look like. But anyway, the actual conversation for the iPad 2 had this big, ginormous list. And you can see it started down here on the bottom. And people just started chiming in. So people can post photos and stuff, and you can see what photos people are posting. You can see that we're all talking back and forth. Kyle was talking about where he was, and you can see it also gives you the ability to geolocate where you're posting from. You can see Andrew and Kyle both had the map icons next to where it says 7 days right here. So you can also see where your friends are, and the way you do that is by looking in the bottom menu down at the very bottom. You see some of the options that has messages, and then the members of the pod. So everybody that was with us at that time is there. And you can also see where everyone was just by looking at the map. So you can see we're scattered throughout and around the Seattle area. And the red beacon is where the actual event was scheduled for. So Andrew had geolocated the Alderwood Mall shopping center for us all to meet. So that's where the red dot is, and then everybody else was from everywhere else trying to chime in. So if you go over to the more section at the bottom, you see the name of the pod, the time, the location, and the alerts and stuff. So this is really cool. It's called group messaging. It seems to be the new trend. I think there's a couple of newcomers coming to the game that I read about in South by Southwest this year, but Facebook has already made the first step and purchased Beluga, so this is going to be big if Facebook is backing it. In fact, the colors are pretty much similar to Facebook colors, so this is a sign of what's to come, guys. Check it out. Go on over to the App Store and pick yourself up a copy of Beluga. I will put a link for you in the description. And let me know what you think. Throw me a comment. If you like the video, throw me a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And of course, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and tune in. I'll always be bringing you the latest and greatest in applications, social media, and technology. You can follow me on Twitter at rmalieri, or check out my website at rmalieri.com. Of course, Geeks Riot will be up and coming soon, so stay tuned for some of the best designs out on the streets. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.